Cal for New Gear Podcast. I'm Bragg, and firstly, I'm joined here with Lachlan to go through your comments.
Yeah, we're recording this in the not the future, the past. That's the one.
Yes.
At 3 a.m. The night before, because I'm off tomorrow, so I cannot be here. So we got a few. Actually, we got a lot of comments. I didn't realize how many we had.
Yeah, keep up the good work, everyone.
Yeah, it's been really awesome. So we'll go to last podcast's comments.
Oh, Banlist stuff.
Banlist predictions. My favourite thing to read.
Really?
No. My favourite thing to read is the ban list where it says Mech Knight, Blue Sky, banned. Broad Nut. Dr. Hypersonic says Needle Fighter banned. Block Dragon banned. Servant of Endymion to 3.
Yep.
Double Iris to 3. Pantheism to 3. Tuning to 1. Red Reboot to 3. Mecha Phantom Beast O-Line banned.
No.
Blaster Dragon Ruler to 1.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to do anything. Possibility Linkross and or Auroradon banned. Mystic Mind to 1 or banned. If Needle Fiber and the other problem cards don't get banned, we're going to have another Eternal format again of 6 negates, Synchro spam, and token spam. And that will be trash and probably will happen. No, I don't think we're getting an Eternal format.
I think So, first half of that list, I say this is massively a want list, not a prediction list.
Yeah, this feels like a want list. Especially when you get into Double Iris, I think. Double Iris can probably come back to 1, but I don't think it can go straight back to 3.
And also, Needle Fiber should be banned for all,
Absolutely,
yeah,
we agree with you.
It is a card that will be forbidden eventually.
And it will be forbidden forever, eventually. But it's not this list. It just came out. It needs more room to breathe.
It's a call, though. It's a broken card.
I'm mad. This is not Konami's way. They don't ban this. When have they ever done anything? Are we going to get an adjusted list?
They didn't ban any chase cards in that. If they did, that
Doesn't
means...
matter. It made the chase cards worse.
Oh, the chase cards were made worse, but not worse in a...
Linkross and Auroradon, by the way.
Definitely not.
No. I don't think Dragon Ruler is going to 1, and even if it did, I don't think anyone would care.
Yeah,
it would literally only hurt...
All the Dragon Rulers could go back to 3.
Oh, I thought this was the... I thought this was the Buster Blader. One of... You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You
the what's it called?
Buster Whelp?
Buster Whelp. I thought he was talking about Buster Whelp, and I was like, why would they put it to 1? It wouldn't do anything.
No. Buster Whelp.
Pantheism to 3 absolutely can happen.
Yep. I don't think I also predicted Erlang being banned.
Yeah.
That's not going to be the case.
No.
I see them limiting it though. They'll limit it just so you only get the 1 chance to normal summon it. So just to lower the consistency of the synchro stuff.
I think I said Jet Synchron.
Jet Synchron definitely has to go.
I don't think the other thing will go.
And they've already had their reprints.
Yeah, I think they're fine. They've milked the cow that is Jet Synchron.
There's plenty of other synchros out there though that will be plenty broken for them to continue that stuff until Needle Fiber goes.
You can still just open 003 and you don't need it.
Yep.
And that's probably what will happen.
Yeah.
Just play Deskbot base.
If you told me last year that Deskbot Eldritch and there'll be...
when you started talking about Eldritch, if I had said play Deskbots in it...
I would have... Well, I probably would have gone... Oh, yeah, that's
you would have gone, yeah, that sounds about the state of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. I probably would have gone, oh, yeah, that's a good idea because, yeah, it goes into, crazy synchro bullshit with, Kriston. I should have known.
Oh.
I say Kriston wrong.
Kristron.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dr. Hypersonic, thank you for your comment.
Yeah.
Leave us some more in the future, I guess.
Definitely.
One of our frequent commenters, DRD, Drag Racing Duelist, Says, would Yu-Gi-Oh be better served if they stopped making sets so archetype heavy and released more general cards or powered down archetypes overall? I miss grindy games where going +1 on a play is really good. Is the game in a good place when you have to run as much as 25% of your deck as hand traps that don't actually do anything for your deck? I remember when Maxi and Valor was side deck cards and it was more enjoyable in my eyes than staring down a board that has 2 to 4 negates and hand traps. Feels more RNG than being rewarded for good play. Maybe that's just an old man yells at cloud theory, but maybe it's not.
I definitely feel that on a level.
Look, it's definitely an old man yells at cloud theory, but it's also like we're shaking our hands at it too.
Yeah.
A little bit. I don't think we're going as hard as you. I think the problem right now is that there's too many general cards. Like, in the first part of your comment here, you've said you want it to be more general cards and less archetype heavy.
Yeah.
But all the cards you're talking, all hand traps are general.
Yeah.
I think I've got no problem with Subterra having that like judgment hand trap. That's fine by me.
Subterras for me are a perfect old school style deck.
Exactly.
It's just the best cards that generate card advantage and just a little engine of like 7 cards that just go along. Like, you'd have the Warrior Toolbox in Goat or, Chaos Monsters. Or later Cyber Dragon with, other 1-for-1 cards. Yeah, I definitely think like that's probably the closest we've had to that. And the deck did top over the weekend. We're about to get into that.
Yeah.
But it's not winning much.
I definitely think there's something to be gained by, like, I think there are a lot of decks out there that never really realize their full potential because they get mixed a bit too much.
Yeah.
I know that sounds a bit like pleb, but
I
think with, like, I had to go back to it so much, but it is just what I have the most experience with. With Dynamist, the more I lean into Dynamist, the more it feels like the deck performs because you're sort of doing what it wants you to do.
Yeah.
When I'm, like, trying to jam it into 100 negates, often it's just a side bit that I don't even really want to see.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's just decks that are pumping out into the generic links or the generic XC or Barrel Savage. Yeah, those decks get rewarded, or they just make archetype versions of those cards. I don't mind archetype versus archetype play. I think there's actually a really easy way to market it, and you go, oh, it's Necroz's time to shine, or it's Monarch's time to shine.
Exactly. Run
I don't mind
TV
that.
ads.
Well, I just think that maybe like that card advantage game, that 1-for-1, the GOAT format, that could have been explored when they did the sealed format, or when they had their Battles of Legend and stuff, where it's basic ass cards that all do it, but they just never supported that stuff properly.
Yeah.
Speed Duels is probably the same too. Like, archetypes are in there, but not super relevant.
Well, they can lean into archetypes a bit more with the skill cards, I think. Like, if you look at something like Cocoon of Evolution, insects are sort of more a type than an archetype, but as a whole, they function as an archetype in a way.
Yeah. And you just got like your boss monster and stuff that you work around and go, oh, Giffrey's busted. Like, let's figure out some cards that works with.
There's so much the main game needs to take from from Speed Duels, I think.
A proper supported alternate format that taps into old school Yu-Gi-Oh! I think would placate enough of us, but also they need to not limit it like they did with Speed Duels, or just not ignore it like they did with War of the Giants.
War of the Giants?
So that was a sealed format that they tried to start, and they, as always, don't support it correctly and go, oh, you guys don't want another format. It's like, yeah, because you didn't do anything.
Jesus. I've never looked into that. I don't know what that is. The Giant. I've never.
It was Battle Pack 3, War of the Giants, and it was the set was specifically curated to be able to be drafted or done and sealed.
Huh.
And we had a full idea at locals going, hey, let's have like every other Sunday, like we'll have a follow-up tournament where we just play with Battle Pack cards.
Huh.
And certain people breaking stuff, and it was really cool. Like, it was just like someone would like stomp everyone with one deck, and everyone goes, oh, okay, so that's definitely something I'm going to improve my strategy. Go home, pull some more cards from it, then go play, and then we just never really followed.
It does seem like nice to have like these are all the cards in the set.
It's basically what we did with Goat before Goat.
Yeah, 100%. You guys want to say bring back Fiber Gel, Wind Up Carrier, and Maxi? Oh, and Victory Dragon. Who cares? No one's going to play it anyway.
You just surrender at any time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for writing in. As always, write in for audio listeners. Just jump over the YouTube channel and comments, probably the easiest way to do it, or email us at teamc4g@gmail.com. The 4 is the number.
He's learned.
I used to plug it all the time.
Yeah, and I brought it back a little bit.
Yeah, now you make me feel guilty. Now, away with you. I've got to bring in the other two.
Okay.
Did you want to say anything more?
Nah. Hey, guys.
Fuck off, Lachlan.
Bye, Lachlan.
Fuck that guy.
Well, he's walked away now. I'm joined here with Logan.
G'day.
And Jake.
Hello.
And we're here to take over the rest of the podcast, where we talk about our weeks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Jake, how was your week in Yu-Gi-Oh?
So most of my week of last week was spent in the Australian Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament's state championships.
Ooh.
And I bobbled.
Ooh.
Man, bubble man.
Yeah. It felt real bad too, because, the deck just sort of fell apart in the last 2 rounds.
Bugger.
I just need to win one of those 2 matches, and then my deck just went, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, that's just how it be sometimes.
It is what it is.
Especially that deck.
I
mean,
which has a profile coming up very soon for that one too, by the way. Quick plug.
Yeah, I might have to go onto Lachlan's computer and do that, because... I mean, it was meant to be up today, actually.
Yeah, it was definitely recorded twice last night, so you should definitely have it by now.
Yeah,
I think he has a severe apathy for the deck, because when he messaged me saying that he had to re-record it, he was like, "God damn it, I don't want to do this again. I hate talking about this deck."
and I was sitting there playing Tetris, and I'm like, mate, I'll do the deck profile, and he took in my injury and went, no, I'll get through it.
I'll lay my life on the line for you.
And he walked back in that room and recorded that deck profile. So that'll be up eventually, I guess. We generally aim to get deck lists up on Wednesdays, but there we go. It'll probably be a Friday list, a cute little Friday video, which is obviously because there's no packs out this week. We have no pack challenges, so it'll be a deck profile. Yeah. That's good. You've probably all noticed that we've been uploading more regularly to the channel.
Not if you're an audio listener.
Audio listeners still get you get a special, and you get the weekly podcast.
That's true.
I've already done enough plugging of the channel in this episode.
But also like and describe.
Yeah.
Like and describe, or like and
Shut up.
I knew what he meant.
Yeah, like and describe. Tell your friends, word it out.
Yeah, describe it as good to your friends.
Yeah.
And then have them subscribe.
It's like an audio talk with 3 people who think they're good at the game, but one of them bubbles.
Listen, the way you talk, you shouldn't be calling out anyone on any slip up, because you're a millisecond away from making some colossal fuck up.
Logan, describe your week in the game.
Describe the week.
Shut up.
All right, rude. My week has been like most weeks. I play the first 2 rounds, and then my mate comes in and says, "Oh, you want to go for a drive?" And then I go, "Yes."
That is.
And I drop out of the event and go drive to Macca's and get ice cream.
That's so strange.
But it's been good, testing decks and thinking about what I want to play when I get back to reality is good.
No, our travel restrictions are lifted, by the way. Logan's not just out here spreading the Rona. Well, he probably is.
I am out there absolutely not spreading Rona. I was going to make a joke, but I don't want to get the Triff treatment, so no. So yeah, I don't know. It's been good. Just thinking about what I want to play when we get back to normal locals, which will be interesting.
How will you know that if you keep quitting decks when you don't realize what they do properly?
No, that's not what happens. I get an invite from a friend to go do something else, and I do that. But I mean, if you're after Dark Magicians, we won't be going back to locals for a while. So
nice.
That's a low blow.
Yeah, well, I don't know if
Yeah.
it's or not. So
What an interesting saga that was in Australian Yu-Gi-Oh! And let us never speak of it again.
All
Well,
right,
that's enough for our week in Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's get into the tournaments. There was a tournament on the weekend. Obviously, I didn't look at what topped our New South the state championships. Is anyone off the
That's
top
a
of
good
their
question.
not Jake.
Fuck you, you fucking piece of
I'm
shit.
going to assume it would have been Eldritch.
Yeah,
definitely
I
one.
think it might have been. Hang on, because like I think at least 5 of the top 8 were playing Eldritch of some description.
Yeah.
I think it may well have been Adamancipator in the end.
Yeah.
But if you give me a moment, do some on-the-fly research.
Can we just?
Looking at other online tournaments, we had the luxury card game, luxury championship series. Sorry, not luxury card series, luxury championship series. They had let's just go off the top of my head. They had 4 versions of Eldritch top 8'd. 1 Dino, 1 Subterra, 1 Adamancipator, and 1 Sky Striker topped. The Sky Striker won the event.
Oh,
I hate it so much.
I'm so keen
Looking at the Sky Striker,
Why are you keen?
because it's funny.
so they've pretty much replaced every card trades, and you have the Mystic Mind just to carry you through some troublesome situations. Actually, no, Imperm doesn't trade, does it? Oh,
So it's Seb. So they're just the guy was being Seb.
yeah. Seb probably tried this, didn't he?
He said he'd been playing around with Sky Striker but couldn't make it work.
Lachlan had the observation in the chat, and I think a couple people did, but I definitely remember him ranting about it at length to me. That Shark Cannon really would have carried that deck.
100%. Like, you've got so many different things at the moment that rely on Grave to work. So Shark Cannon's just OP.
Yeah, but actually, I guess you can search the Shark Cannon. Can you set it though?
Yeah,
no.
like it's the most roundabout way to do it at the moment, but you have to pretty much use Hayate to send it to Grave, and then either Kagari back to hand or multi-roll to set it.
Yeah. I mean, they should play. I guess. I mean, why aren't they using my foolish burial goods combo, huh?
I hate decks that are just like so much like that. They're just like, oh yeah, it trades and it just like sits on mine for 20 minutes. It's like, come on, do something.
Me and Lachlan talked earlier in the episode about just like where this is close to the old style. So is the Subterra deck, where it's like a whole bunch of generic cards and like a little bit of an engine, and this is close to that. But I mean, that's one deck, has favourable matchups. I'm sure people find a way to counter this type of deck. We'll probably not see Sky Striker be totally. Because the more Sky Strikers at top, then they get paired against. The more Sky Strikers that enter tournaments, they get paired against each other. They cancel each other out.
Yeah, it's definitely that sort of thing where it's like, it's when it's not being sided for, it can do well, and then as soon as it does well, people side for it, and it goes down again.
Yeah, that too.
Like, definitely that sort of thing because it is.
Plus, I think it at the moment it does have a bit of a rogue element as well. Like, not many people would have been expecting to be up against Sky Striker at this sort of level.
Yeah. Jake, did you figure out what New South Wales player played?
The short answer is yes. The long answer is I had it. Here we go. No, it's here. Okay. So, from memory, I want to double check. I'm pretty sure this guy was playing Adamancipator, so I'm pretty confident that Adamancipator won.
Ooh. What a time to be alive.
Then you also had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think about 5 different people playing Eldritch Synchro in the top 8.
Yeah. Deck's so good.
How much fun for everyone.
Yeah. Even no matter what they do in the Limitless. I didn't talk about the bloody tournament, did I? The invitational remote duels.
No.
The top 2 were those 2 decks, and I'm pretty sure Eldritch won. And
So that was Yugi Tubers, right? That
Yeah.
got invited to that?
Yeah.
Who were the final two?
fuck, who was it? Was that a Rufio bloke?
Who?
Rufio or whatever his name is. I see him in a few Facebook groups.
Rufio.
Might have been. He
Isn't that the
definitely
dude from Peter Pan?
yeah.
Rufio.
But like,
Rufio.
I'm very tired.
yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure that he has a way to claim that name. Bragio was easily the better one. But I digress.
Dragio is one of the better names I've heard.
The old
As
G.
much as I don't like giving you credit, I will give you that credit.
Thank you. Took me a while to come up with that, to be honest. And the Subterra there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, cool. Actually, no, there was one more deck that I was kind of weirded out by. Oh, no, there was two out Emancipated. Oh, the Dinosaur deck. I don't need to talk about this. I hate that deck.
Dennis.
They're only wanting. This is the second time I've done that.
Wanting.
They're only running one of the new secret as well.
Oh wow, what the fuck? You're
So
playing
maybe
it on. Wait. Oh, hang on, no, because it's they were trying to promote remote dueling, weren't they? So maybe he could only get one copy.
Imagine trying to promote Discord.
They need to sell products somehow, even though I swear products selling just fine.
Yeah.
It definitely seems like it.
There's no shortage of Eternity code going around, that's for sure.
That's very true.
We'll see when we get back. All right.
Yeah.
That's
We'll just get
tournament
back.
news. Be possibly getting a ban list next week. Doubtful though.
God, I hope so.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm going to be keen for next week. So much is going to change.
I actually don't hope we get a ban list until we go back to normal, to be honest.
No, I want to ban this now. Fuck Eldritch.
Oh, come
They don't
on.
want to hit them that hard.
Well,
Yeah, they do.
Then again,
And that's it.
well, I could run
Nothing else.
both. I don't have the Savage though.
You're just going to be versing Lights on Eldritch or Invoked Eldritch again. Like,
I'm okay with those variants.
Oh man, I'm gonna play a Synchro Eldritch, and my my level 8 Synchro will be Stardust Dragon.
you're going to play around the Lightning Storm. To be fair, Starlight Road would be kind of cute.
Yeah, you could side that in, couldn't you?
I mean, people, I think as much as the blowout as Lightning Storm is against a back row for Eldritch, I think more people will probably, go for Cosmic.
Yeah, because they banish them straight away.
Well, not only that, but, you can very much interrupt their line of play. So, generally speaking, they'll wait until, they'll chain the trap that does something and then chain the Searcher. So you let them chain the trap that does something, then chain the Searcher, then chain Cosmic to banish the trap that does something. Then all they've done is summon something.
Yeah.
You're just okay.
So moving.
Counterpoint.
Oh.
If we're going to go off some of our friends' ban list predictions, Adamantipated is just going to be dead.
Yeah, it won't exist anymore.
It's just
Shocking.
comment.
If anyone thinks, in the comments, tell me if you think I'm wrong, but if anyone thinks that the Adamantipated cards themselves will be hit, you are off your rocker. Because the Adamantipated cards, same as the Eldritch cards, are too new to be hit.
Oh, I definitely think they could hit Sanguine or something like that. We talked about this earlier as well. I think there's room for them to limit or ban. I don't think any of the Adamantipated cards. I definitely think off the table. I think
I don't even think the Eldritch cards, because the thing that makes Eldritch so broken is the things that support them.
Yeah, that's the thing is you look at the variants that are around. It's the ones that have that extra extension. Pure's not doing well at all
No.
because we don't have the floodgates in the TCG to support it. Whereas the Synchro and the Invoked variants are doing a lot better because that has things that support it. And even then, the Synchro variant is leaps and bounds beyond the Invoked one.
I could see them limiting limiting Sanguine, and then they bring back Skill Drain, and then also just to try and move Black Elixir, Black Awakening. Yeah, that's all for that. We'll see how the ban list goes if we get it, and talk about the meta stuff next week, or if we're playing IRL, which I doubt.
Fingers crossed. I'm so sick of the fucking dueling book.
Let's go. Itch. Yeah, I've fallen out of favor with it.
It's just so slow, and then like it's fine when we're on Discord and stuff talking about plays and stuff, but then when you have to type everything you're doing and you come across these snide ass fucking people that I hate. I hate them so much.
Oh, Seb's here.
Is Seb lurking?
Yeah, he's lurking. Well,
You guys are
like mid pod.
jump on.
Yeah, we're about to talk.
oh, you're about to do it.
I know we're about to talk about appliances and then wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
Seb, what's your thoughts on appliances?
Machine dupe.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
like, Machine Dupe's gonna get banned because of these cards. I'm like, they're appliances. I think Machine Dupe will be fine.
Machine Dupe was getting banned. It was getting banned back in Spiral form.
Yeah.
Exactly, no.
So what I think is like the star of the archetype socket roll. So good. Level 1 Dark Machine, 100 attack, so obviously, there you go, there's Machine Dupe stuff. If you control an Appliance monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Oh, love it. And if an Appliance Socket Roll is special summoned to your field while you control this monster, you can special summon one Appliance Socket Roll from your deck. Yes. On to the next one. God, like, Breaker Bunkle? And this one looks the best to me. I love this little...
Is that the little fawn looking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it reminded me of is there a wind up that looks like it?
Oh, that kind of looks like Wind Up Rat, right?
Wind up.
Right. I miss that card.
Wind up bat, Wuhan.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Maybe
My
not.
artwork's not loading.
Oh god, Wind Ups are so cool.
Search it on this thing. Wind up rat.
Maybe there's a different one. Wind Up Monster.
Oh, it's just showing me cat toys. Fuck's sake. Oh, no, there we go.
Sharkle cool. Oh my god, it's just so cool.
Right.
It does have some like
Similarity.
I don't know cues. Yeah.
Dog as well kind of looks similar. Otherwise, during damage calc, if an appliance monster battles an opponent's monster, you discard this card. The battling monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no battle damage. If an appliance monster will be destroyed by card effects, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead.
The only crap thing about that is it doesn't have the bracket S, so it can only protect one.
Yeah,
Yep.
true.
Yep. And then Copy Buckle. During your main phase, you can target one appliance, a special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, this card's name is treated as that card's name until the end of the end phase.
Oh, that has good synergy with the other one. 'cause
Yeah,
then
so
it's
if you
counted as
summon
the
that
same
and
name.
and target that, then that sets off the other one, right?
Jake just had a
Yeah, but then the problem is then that becomes that new name, so then it's no longer a target for Machine Dupe. So I don't think this deck's going to be like
It won't be great.
Machine Dupe viable anyway.
I don't know if this deck's gonna be that great, to be honest.
It's not meant to be great. It's meant to be fun.
During your main phase, except the turn this card sent the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one appliance monster you control, special summon one monster with the same name from your hand or graveyard. That's also pretty fair. Like,
The main things I'm looking at with this is that like you've got decent like the deck sort of does its own thing. And then the other thing is too, like we'll get to Link Monsters in a second, but I'm looking at like you've got Darks, level 1s, and Machine. And for those three, there's a huge amount of support. So I feel like this deck can do some wacky things.
That's good insight. Thank you, Jake.
so into the Link Monsters. Celtopus? Yeah, sure. 2 appliance. So it's a Link 2. Oh, I didn't see this being a Link 2.
Yeah,
this
Link
card
2.
cannot be targeted for attacks or opponent's card effects while it's linked. Cool. Also, the arrows are both down, so that's okay. During its damage calc, if an appliance or link monster you control that is co-linked to this card battles an opponent's monster, the co-linked monster gains 1,000 attack for each monster co-linked to this card. With damage calc only.
Oh, man, that'd be so good. if we
That's
did
so
that.
great.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Good off. What is this good?
Once per turn, if an appliance or link monster you control that is not co-linked to this card is destroyed by a battleable card effect, you can draw one card. That's kind of weird.
Well, it'll go into it later, but the monsters can change where they are.
Ah.
So you can change where they're actually linked or co-linked or not linked at all.
They're like Shifty Boy.
Yeah, basically the other link monster there, I think there's 2 or 3 of the other link monsters that are basically Mekk-Knight Indigo, in that they can just change where they are.
So all the rest are link ones, right? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So this is the boss.
Is the elephant link one?
I thought the elephant was a link too.
No?
I think it might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's one up diagonal arrow.
Oh.
Then it is in fact a link one.
Yeah.
I back you, Jed.
So Celtopus is the boss monster.
Yes, the link 2 with I think it's maybe 2,000 attack. Is it?
No, it has 0.
0 attack. Yes. Perfect boss monster.
Wow. Alright, and looking at it, Celtopus. What appliance is it? Am I missing something? Is this just an appliance I don't have?
I think that's meant to just be like a battery cell, and then the tentacles coming off it are basically the links, and it clicks into the other appliances to power them.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole concept of it.
That's the concept. Yeah. Yeah, I only got 2 episodes of the anime.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because as a slight sidetrack in the anime, this was the a cleaning robot that was given sentience, and then it went insane.
Tell you what, it was one heck of an anime. If I ever did drugs, that would be the show I watched on drugs.
When I was watching this episode of the anime, I was watching the second episode of where the appliances were, and the insanity became very clear when this dude had game, and then he just has a random glitch, and then he sets one and passes, and then he lets Salad go off.
Yeah. And then he starts he turns back into a pet monkey, and he's like, got it clean, pretty light, and it's
it just explodes.
What acid trip him up? They don't even bring him back. The ending of the anime is just, oh yeah, all these sentient beings have got fucking annihilated, and
they're not real. It's fine.
Mate, none of it's real. The fucking anime. That doesn't stop people jerking off to it.
Jeez.
This went very far.
This took a turn
Thanks,
2
Lop.
minutes earlier. So we're just going to skin over the fact that Seb's here.
No.
Everyone knows who he is.
Hi, Seb. Moving on.
Fuck off, Seb. Go hang out with your friends.
Kappa scale. One appliance monster is the link material. Also, all of them have needed appliance monsters, including the link 2, which was 2 appliance monsters. So that's, I guess.
And they don't say that they actually need to be a certain level, do they? So you can use a link, to make a different link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, the link 2 doesn't have. Okay, so the rest of them all have the original effect that you cannot use this card as a link material during the turn as link summoned.
Except the link 2.
Except the link 2.
Ooh.
I think that's actually pretty big.
You want to keep the link 2 on field, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, the link 2 is how you make the actual appliance plays, but maybe there's some nutty stuff you can do with it otherwise. I'm not sure.
The rest of these, so you could almost spit out a lot of generic links with these, with just the link 2 and link Rebo.
Yeah.
That's what they should ban. Ban Link Rebo. Honestly, it stops Jet Synchro being one card.
No, it does not.
I mean, sure, you can armor ride it, but
Yes.
In the next appliance, I said Kappa. Yeah. Kappa scale. During your main phase, you contribute this co-link card special on one appliance and a link monster from your graveyard, except Kappa scale. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of interesting. What do you do? How do you do that? During your main phase, you contribute this card that is not co-linked for some 1 level 4 or lower appliance monster from your graveyard.
Kappa scale is not the best one.
If it's co-linked, Oh, only the Link 2 has the down.
Only, yeah. So you need, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you meant before. Yep, gotcha. But still, I reckon there's a way you can incorporate that into my other schemes of just Link spam deck, but avoiding it. So you can just tribute that to bring back another, like the Link 2.
Yeah, so using their like somewhat generic sort of presence to make other stuff.
Yeah.
Because as far as I can see, none of the effects actually lock you into anything.
No,
like
it's
the links say they can't be used as links, but that's fine. But you just use like the very spam ability that the deck seems to have to then go into better things.
Vacuum Elephant. So as always, can't be done that. You can use the 1 and 2 effects once per turn. Also, all of them are hard once per turn on their effects.
Yeah.
During your main phase, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. If only this was different. During your main phase, if this card is co-linked, you can target 1 monster your opponent's main monster zone, and destroy it.
So if it's co-linked, you can do it without having to discard anything.
Yeah. It'd be good if it was a quick effect.
Yeah, I feel like they could have given this deck a quick effect, but I don't think they did. Dryer Drake. I lied. Dryer Drake's the best.
Oh, is that the dragon that's the big...
No, that's Laundry Dragon.
This is just a little hairdryer Drake. Gains 1,000 attack while it's linked. Oh, so this is going to be your OTKing one.
No, it isn't.
Once per turn during your battle phase, if this card's co-linked, you can switch the locations of 2 appliance monsters in your main monster zones, including this card. If you do, the other monsters can make 2 attacks during each battle phase's turn. So there you go. It's the OTK one. Obviously,
keep saying that.
Once per turn, if this card's targeted for an attack, well, it's not co-linked, you can negate that attack. And then on to... I respect this, but this is your favourite, isn't it, Jake?
Laundry Dragon!
Whoever came up with this card, for the audio listeners, go definitely dial in and have a look at just... It's a laundry machine.
The Laundry Dragon.
Again, before we get into the effect of it, in the anime, the way that it attacked is like it would be doing a load of laundry, and then it'd spit out this boomerang of like folded up t-shirts to destroy the monsters. It was so weird. I don't know why it's a boomerang.
Jake loves it.
It's so dumb.
Neither player takes battle damage from battles involving this card. Once per turn, if this card's co-linked, if this co-linked card attacks an opponent's monster, battles, after damage calculation, you can banish that opponent's monster. Once per turn, if this card battles an opponent's monster while it's not co-linked, after damage count, you can destroy that monster if you do inflict damage equal to the opponent's monster's original attack. So that's pretty damn good.
Laundry Dragon is dope.
So they get a spell. They get 3 spells. Appliance of Reuse, normal spell, target 1 appliance of monster in the graveyard, but summon that monster, but is sent to the bottom of the deck if it leaves the field. I like that.
That's so good for that theme as well, because you can put the ones that like span themselves to the field back.
Another normal spell, target 1 appliance of link monster you control, special summon as many link 1 appliance of monsters as possible from your graveyard that this card points to. To zones that it points to, sorry. But they banish you in the end phase. I'm telling you, there's definitely some potential here.
It's definitely not going to be bad.
What are they? What's the link? The link to is a dark.
They're kind of all over the place. No, the level 1's a water, and I think maybe one of the links is a water.
Bro, don't tell me that they're
Laundry
dark.
Dragon is.
Laundry Dragon's water.
In there. I'll be fucking ready to play.
Yeah, the socket roll and the copy buckle are both darks.
Oh my god, these names.
Dark level 1 machines.
I don't want to play them just for their name.
How dare you?
And then their field spell. Here we go. You can activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. When this card's activated, you can add 1 appliance a card from your deck to your hand, except a field spell. That seems about right for a bloody field card in this day and age. Once per turn, if an appliance or link monster is link summoned to your side of the field, you can add 1 appliance or monster from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. How many times can you use copy buckle? Soccer roll, sorry. Imagine a soccer roll wasn't once a turn. That would have been so good. And then
Wait,
once per turn, when either player's monster declares an attack, you can move one appliance monster you control to another main monster zone. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look, that's a plus, and it adds from your graveyard, and it does something funky. I like field spells with like weird third effects that come up every now and then.
Yeah, you would like cards with 3 effects, you fucking Clifford player.
Yeah, I definitely think there's potential to have fun with this deck, and I'm not going to make any crazy calls. But
Year 0!
Meta.
I think
Playable.
No, it's not.
Playable. That's the crazy
the potential
call.
for link
Playable.
spam. I'm sure if obviously Synchro stuff does it better at the moment, or goes into a more powerful end board. I'm sure there's other decks that can spit out generics like links, but I think in time that when all other engines are gone, and you still need to summon your bottle sword, or no, they're different attribute links. Oh.
Everyone, and the crowd goes wild.
Oh,
Who in access code?
Who's in Yugi?
When we talked about the Sky Striker deck before, so we totally forgot about the access code talker play.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty fucked when you have like 4 types of attributes in grave.
Yeah, and you just go, all right, board wipe, cool. Who needs Lightning Storm when I have a card that's probably going to be worth as much as Lightning Storm in a few months?
It's getting that way. Like, Eternity Code is like, it was going to be a good set to begin with, and like as time has progressed, it's just gotten better.
Better and better.
When we played the OCG tournament, like I realized, going, wait, this is nearly better than Bottle Sword. Like it ends the game.
It's like, wait a minute, card is actually good.
Yeah, like I knew it was good, but I didn't know it was like, oh wait, this is the end. Like this can end games in a second that you couldn't have won normally.
Yeah.
I should have known. Oh well.
Yeah, you really should have.
One will turn up eventually, and I'll be at YCS Sydney 2021, and looking to buy it for $140. Where I'll go, no, fuck that.
I don't need it that much.
YCS 2021.
Set City's boarding
Yeah,
games.
I reckon there'll be a YCS Sydney 2021.
Yeah, I can't wait to play
Capped
it.
at 100 people.
Can't wait to play it with God.
Yeah, maybe this does continue on for that long.
God, I hope not.
I mean, I need to aim for that
You
because
know what though? You know what? They'll probably end up doing it in remote dueling to promote it.
Far out.
That's not even a joke. They probably would.
And you still won't get mats.
Imagine having to post out that many mats though.
To be fair, yeah, that I wouldn't be doing that if I was them for that event or any event. Fuck you guys. Stop being entitled.
Coming from Mangaton, dude, don't tell us about entitlement.
That's not entitled.
Oh, he lives at Mangaton.
No, the entitled, the entire like up the hill, entitled, down the hill. Oh, we don't.
Yeah, hang on.
Jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick.
Definitely. I definitely look down on the bottom part of Mangaton.
Like that's what's the Pavo place in 5Ds? The
The scraps. Junk synchron.
Yeah, where it was called. Why am I thinking the Narrows? Because that's Batman's Pogo place.
Batman. But isn't it old Domino and new Domino?
5D's poor place.
Wouldn't it be the 5D's ghetto?
Barbaric area after damage. No, that's the satellite.
It's the satellite. That's it. You satellite scum.
Yeah, satellite. The Mangaton satellite.
Speaking of the anime, on this week's Yahoo Yahoo Answers user 020981 asks, "That's not the question I wanted." Oh my god!
He asked what? He asked a statement.
Oh no!
What?
I've lost the question.
Oh, you fool!
I was about to start reading this question. took that one. We took that one. Hold on. Here we go. Yahoo Answers user One Punch Man asks, which anime is more smart, Yu-Gi-Oh or Death Note?
Death Note, absolutely.
Death Note, big brain.
I mean, it's not hard to like top the Yu-Gi-Oh big brain of like, oh no, there's a villain and they've done something I haven't done before. Let me draw this card that I've never used before in my life to beat him.
Imagine having an anime based on, oh, you did something really evil, but let's battle for it instead of you just continuing it. If I beat you, you have to stop.
That's Death Note.
Instead of that's not. That's not Death Note.
And the user did update their question 2 days ago. Whenever I watched Yu-Gi-Oh, my brain got mushed from the concept, and I lost track.
Yeah, that's fair. I tried to go back and watch the anime, and my brain dissolved as well.
I take it back. Fuck this guy. He's a Death Note weeb. Fuck him.
Like me and Lachlan have been in definitely some altered states of mind while watching Yu-Gi-Oh at some points.
I don't know what you mean, man.
There's definitely some real shit going on.
CM Punk would be ashamed.
Weevil, like summoning a whole bunch of insects, actually like starts to genuinely affect you at like 2 o'clock in the morning when you're off your face.
Oh
They zoom in on like all like the tentacles and shit. It's just like
yeah, there was no chill with his archetype. Like they would just make the ugliest looking bugs.
Yeah, and when
like
they hatch out
insect
the
queen is
cocoon,
fucking disgusting.
Oh yeah, it just shits the eggs.
Yeah.
You don't want people to like them. You want them to know that he's the villain, and you want him to be like, "Oh, I don't like him. He's ill."
Have you ever listened to his voice? I think it's pretty clear he's not a good guy.
To be fair, have you heard,
Yeah, here we go. I know where Logan's going with this.
have you heard Yuma from Zexel?
Oh, that's not where I thought he was going with this.
That pretentious fuck. Yeah.
I had many ways to go, but this was the most safe one.
Safest.
This was the one answer where I wouldn't get it fucking banned from the pod.
Yep.
So be grateful. I thought about you.
But that's more anime being intense. I mean, intense like drawing wise,
Intensely
art
aged.
wise. Like I mean, Death Note's just completely off the chain, and I mean,
how about this? Is Death Note a good anime?
the first season, yeah.
That's a genuine question. Because when L's there, good anime. Is it good once L dies?
Spoiler alert. Fucking hell.
You don't know who L is if you haven't watched the anime. You don't know until like 5 episodes.
Well,
but now I know
that's
she
what
died.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And Death Note do have in common. Their first seasons are far better than their second seasons.
Whoa, okay.
Bruh, GX.
I was. Oh no!
Yeah,
GX.
so you're talking about like Battle City.
I'm talking Battle City.
Alright, you're right then.
Because I used to be pro Battle City, like as a kid. Battle City, as a kid, Battle City did seem to come off better. But my god, no! Like watching it now,
it's very long and it's not worth anything.
Oh, I mean, it's long, but less. It's long in the sense that less happens.
Yeah, it's long for the payoff.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, they've only had like 4 jewels and we've been here for 50 episodes.
But to be fair, the whole second season gets muddled around when you start thinking about Seto and bloody Noah. It's like, oh, hey, we have this really interesting story about Marek.
Lachlan's not going to have any part of that.
We're going to put that on pause and we're going to go into virtual reality while Marek sits here trying to get inside.
I rated that series so much at that time, though. I loved it, and I've tried to go back and watch it. It's so painful.
If you put it into a vacuum, it's not a bad arc. But the fact that you've just gone, hey, we have this really interesting arc that's about to hit its high point. Let's put that on pause. And let's put the villain's motive on pause for a bit. It's like, why did that villain stop fucking doing shit?
I guess, I mean, spoiling Battle City, I guess that they didn't want to have Yugi running around with god cards and becoming like the Destined Pharaoh stuff while then being trapped in another virtual world arc. That they probably wanted to get that out of the way while the character was still trying to find themselves.
Not done the virtual world arc because it wasn't worth much.
Also, they also know that people will come back or stick with it because they know that he has to finish that other arc, so they get the shit out of the way.
But people also would have just been like, I'm just gonna not watch this arc until the next arc comes back. Like,
but then they come back. Unlike where if they finish Battle City, then do the Virtual World arc, you could see a lot of people just quitting the
and never come back. Yeah, I get what you mean. But I don't know.
Well, in that sense,
welcome to our Yu-Gi-Oh anime podcast.
Well, I mean, in that sense, Yu-Gi-Oh is more smart than Death Note because Death Note just made a shitty arc and you quit after 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Konami snuck it in, so you had to watch it. Kind of like they sneak in ship products, so you have to buy it anyway.
So yeah, sure. The script isn't smart, but the makers of Yu-Gi-Oh are definitely smarter than the makers of Death Note. Cunning, tricky. All right. Anyway.
Both of them will turn your brain to mush.
But you know what is the best anime? Blackadder.
Hey.
What'd you say? Blackadder.
Blackadder, best
So
and ever. It's so good.
Jake likes Blackadder, surely.
Sure.
Yeah, but I suppose you said anime.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Everything's.
I was thinking, is there an anime called Blackadder?
That's what I was thinking. Like, did they reanimate it? Like,
dude, that would be sick. Actually, no, that would be the worst. But it would actually
that
be
changed up real quick.
It would,
I
was like, oh man, you Blackadder? Yeah, and I was like, hang on, no, that would be so AIDS.
All right.
But
on that note, thank you all.
speaking-
Thank all of you for joining us. Thanks, Seb.
No.
thanks for showing up.
Particularly you. And see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Right now.